Good morning, YouTubers. Chilios2222 here, taking a quick look at basically the Beretta Px4 Storm in 45. It's not a full review video. I will try to do one of those later. But I just wanted to address a point that someone made, and of course it was on YouTube, and it was concerning a Thesis 45 and how terrible it was and how it was going to be destroyed and it was going to break and all of these things. And my comment was, hey, just get a PX4 Storm. They're known to fire tons and tons of rounds. Ask Langdon, ask anyone, ask the Tess, ask Beretta, because this firearm followed up the 92 FS or the M9 military one, and when Beretta builds something, they really build it to last. I can speak to that with the 45. I've had a lot of experience with it, and it's the one basically I chose because it is such a tank. It fires the 45 round. It's got a 10 round magazine, and I feel that this is, for me, it's pretty well armed and a very safe system, built for law enforcement, and it's just a tough pistol overall, durable. I have two of these. I like them so much. My son and one of my sons and I go to the range with both my sons, but they shoot these. They shoot them fine, and they're just a great firearm. Can't say enough good about them. But after my comment, the person on YouTube had said, "Well, yeah, the PX4, it's not gonna make it. Essentially, it's got a polymer feed ramp." And I said, "Well, I don't really know about that. I don't know about a polymer feed ramp. I just have experience with the rotary barrel, and seems to work fine." So I really had to take a close look at the firearm. I didn't think it had a polymer feed ramp, and of course it does not. So taking a closer look at the feed ramp on my other PX4, this is metal, and it's not just the look. Of course it's dirty, and believe it or not, I just cleaned that, but 45, at least the cheap stuff I use, gets real dirty, the 230 grain. And it's good for target practice, and it's just a fun round. I like the hard ball. Firearm fires it fine. I hear like some 45s have trouble with ball, or vice versa. It just depends on the 45. Some like hollow point, and I've experienced that on some other models, but not on the Storm. It just kind of eats what you throw into it. Right here, that's it. That's the feed ramp, and that's not sticking to anything else. I know it looks like it is, but pretty much that's it, making contacts. Maybe I can get a light in there and show you a little bit better, but that little magnet, see that little magnet, child's toy? I use this plastic because it protects the firearm. It won't get scratched or anything. Not that you're going to scratch the feed ramp, but basically you just go in there and that's it. Stick the magnet right to it. So I don't know, maybe you can see it's being attracted to it. So anyway, that's your PX4 Storm fact of the day. Not a polymer feed ramp. So when you look inside this firearm, there is polymer. So in the guy's defense, I don't want to try to be mean to people, or, you don't want to be that guy that just says, "Oh yeah, well I know it all." But of course, Chilios2222, I know it all. I'm the best, right? Anyway, so a lot of this is polymer, and then you have some metal parts in here. So you can see like the takedown is metal. Another thing that's really safe about this pistol is it doesn't need to be fired. I'm sure you're going to find that out there, like, "Oh, well, yeah, you have to fire it to disassemble it." That's completely untrue. So basically you just have you want to clear the firearm first, as always. These have been cleared. You can see this guy's been cleared too. So cleared in there. You can see a nice big old 45. That's helpful. You can actually see in there. You can feel in there that they're empty. No magazine. See a magazine out in the big old mag well there. And then this guy just have broken down into parts, so you can see Another nice thing about just having metal pieces in there is you've got this big old, look at this recoil assembly. I mean, when people say, oh, well, yeah, that'll run like 1,000,000 rounds, or I've run 1,000,000 rounds through it, just look at the parts and you'll see, I mean, they're no joke. Look at this recoil assembly. I mean, this should tell you really, when you look at a firearm, should tell you a lot about it. And I believe even that inner piece right there, oh, look at that. See, the magnet's not picking up on that, but right there, it's actually picking up the metal. And it could be the spring too. But yeah, this piece, pretty sure that's metal. Yep. But you can see anyway, just for point of reference, Beretta and their parts, sorry about that, the parts have a mind of their own. I guess maybe they're having fun with the magnet, I don't know. Nah, that magnet's not even that strong, just to let you know. Look at that, got dust in there. Good thing I'm taking them apart. So taking a look at this barrel, you can see how heavy duty that barrel is. That's the rotary barrel that goes in there, and big old 45 bore. So just wanted to show you that. Slide's a big chunk with these, heavy duty. And you can see the sights too. Sights are also metal. Guess we should do the magnet check on those, right? So yeah, it's sticking, barely sticking to the sights, but pretty sure they're steel. So there you go. There's the Px4 Storm. Just wanted to say that is steel. Feed ramp steel, and of course barrel steel, and many other parts are steel. Magazine release polymer, triggers polymer. Chilios 2222 out.